Okay, now we can do the fourth problem, fourth one. Take the PowerPoint in your hand. Okay, fourth problem. From the following data, prepare a statement showing working capital requirement for the year. Estimated capital for the year 1,30,000 units. It is given in weeks. So that's the difference. Every problem, one problem is different from the other. So the last problem, 2 points which are to be remembered is that one, you have to find out the cost of goods sold. Second one, the data are given in months. In this problem, the data is given in weeks. 52 weeks it is given. Okay. Another different thing is that here raw material amount is not given in lump sum, labor is not given in lump sum, overhead is not given in lump sum, profit is not given in lump sum. Everything is given in per unit terms. So you have to multiply the total units with the number of units given. That you have to remember first. So two things which are different in this problem is there. One, the data is given in weeks. And the other one, the total data is not given. Only the per unit data is given. Okay. So we can see. We can start with the current asset. Okay. So first we can start with stock of raw materials. Stock of raw materials. It is given here. Stock of raw material 2 weeks. Stock of raw material 2 weeks. So here stock of material storage period is 2 weeks, and at the beginning it is given estimated output for the year is 1,30,000 units. So we are producing 1,30,000 units. Per unit of material is costing 3 rupees. Per unit of 5 rupees. Per unit of material is costing 5 rupees. Okay, so 1,30,000 into 5. So we will get the total cost of material. And that too kept for how many weeks? 2 weeks. So 2 by 52. So 1,30,000 units multiplied by per unit cost of material, that is 5, into 2 weeks is a storage period, that is 2 by 52. So that is clear. Storage of material or material stock period. Then next one is work in progress. Material to process for 2 weeks, 50% of wages and overheads are incurred. So stock of work in progress. Stock of work in progress. It is written that material in process for 2 weeks. Material is 2 weeks only. So normally work in progress is calculated on what? Cost of production. Here, as the material value is only given, we can take it in the terms of material. So, stock of material in process, raw material, again 1,30,000 units. How much is the value? 5 rupees per unit into how many weeks it has been kept in store work in progress? 2 by 52. So, work in progress material, you can count it like this: 1,30,000 units, 5 rupees per unit, and 2 weeks, that is 2 by 52. And in the same head, direct labor is given. Direct labor. 50% of wages and overheads are incurred. It is given. So last problem, it is given, not at all given work in progress. In this problem, work in progress is given in 3 terms, that is material, labor and overheads. Materials we have seen, now we have to see the labor. Again, 1,30,000 units into, how much is a labor unit per 3 into, how many weeks it has been kept? 2 by 52 only. But how much it is used? 50% of only we have used. So into 50 by 100. Not fully used. So we can take 50 by 100. Once again I will tell you, that is labor cost is 1,30,000 into 3. 2 weeks is the time period. So 2 by 52. Into 50% only the cost has come. So into 50%, 50 by 100. Only 50% is processing cost has come. So 50 by 100. So labor is also over. And now we can see overheads. Overheads are again 1,30,000 into 2 rupees is the overhead cost. So into 2 into again 2 weeks, 2 by 52 into 50 by 100. Okay, so under work in progress, I think three types are coming: raw material work in progress, then labor, then overheads. 3 together it is coming work in progress. Only labor and overheads we are taking how much? 50% only we are taking. So that part is also over. Now we have to see stock of finished goods. Finished goods remain in storage for 2 weeks. Finished goods is for 2 weeks. So finished goods always we will calculate it on cost of goods sold. We can see raw material is 5 rupees, labor is 3 and overhead is 2. So how much will be the total cost of goods sold? 5 plus 3 plus 2. Okay, mark there. 5 rupees material, 3 rupees labor and 2 rupees overhead. So 5 plus 3 plus 2, how much it is? 10. So 10 is our cost of goods sold. So finished goods it is kept in store 2 weeks. Again 1,30,000 into 2 by 52 into how much? 10. 1,30,000 into 10 into 2 by 52. That is what stock of finished goods. Understood? Stock of finished goods is always calculated on cost of goods sold. So we have taken the total cost multiplied by the unit. That is the total cost of goods sold into 2 weeks. That is 2 by 52. Again, debtors. Next item is debtors. Debtors 4 weeks they have taken. Debtors will be always calculated on what? Purchases. Okay, so 1,30,000 into, not purchases, sorry. Debtors will be always calculated on cost, just like finished goods is also calculated on cost of goods sold. So 1,30,000 into 10 into 4 by 52. 4 by 52. That is debtors. No other advance payment is there or money is kept for other purposes. So nothing is there. So only these items are there as current assets. We are taking the total of current assets. It is coming 2,12,500. That is total current asset 2,12,500. Understood? Now we can go to current liabilities. Current liabilities it is creditors. Creditors is 2 weeks. Creditors are always calculated on purchases, purchase of material. So 1,30,000 into 5, that is total purchase cost into 2 by 52. 1,30,000 into 5 into 2 by 52. So that is also over. Now outstanding wages and overheads 2 weeks each. So the outstanding wages 1,30,000 into 3 is the wages into 2 weeks, 2 by 52. Labor is 1,20,000 into, 1,30,000 into overheads is 2. 1,30,000 into 2, that is also 2 weeks, 2 by 52. Okay, so 3 items are there. Creditors calculated on material cost and labor and overheads on their separate cost. So we got the total current liabilities. The difference between these current assets and these current liabilities we got 50,000. Okay, so the net working capital is current assets minus current liabilities. It is coming 1,62,500. That is the net working capital required for running the business. So problem number 4 is over. Only things you have to remember is that work in progress is given in 3 heads. That is material, labor and overheads. Labor and overheads, it is consumed only 50%. So whatever cost is coming, 50% of it only will be taken. Debtors is calculated on cost of goods sold and creditors are calculated on the purchase cost of material. Only this much is required. Hope you can follow this problem because in the PowerPoint both answer and the question is given. If any doubt is there, mark it there or you can call. Okay. So that part is also over. Thank you. Today we are going to have the 5th problem. All of you take. Okay, 5th problem. It is given expected level of production and raw material, processing period, finished goods, debtors payment period, then material, labor and overheads. Here in this problem, the difference is that here material, labor and overheads, it is not given in rupees per unit or in total. Only one thing is given, total output is given and total selling price is given. So total output is 4,80,000 units. First item, expected level of production 4,80,000 units, and this 4,80,000 units in 25 rupees per unit. That is the total selling price. So 4,80,000 into 25. You will get the total selling price. Of this selling price, 50% denotes direct material, 15% denote direct wages, and 20% denotes overheads. Okay, that only we have to remember. Now we will start with the current assets. Current assets, the first one is raw material. Raw material to remain in stock average 2 months. So the total raw material is, we have already found out 1 crore 20 lakh. That is our total selling price. Of this 50% is material. So 1 crore 20 lakh into 50 by 100. We will get the material cost into how much time it is kept in store. 2 months into 2 by 12. That is direct material. Now work in progress, here in this problem it is given in total. No division has been made regarding material, labor and overheads. So here the processing period for each unit of product is 1 month. 1 month is storage period. But here work in progress we will calculate on the total cost of goods sold. How much will be? 50% is direct material, 15% is direct labor, and 20% is direct overheads. Overheads. So 50 plus 15 plus 20, it will come 85%. That is our cost of goods sold. Okay, so 1 crore 20 lakh into 85 by 100 into processing is for 1 month, so 1 by 12. That is our work in progress. So last problem, the work in progress have been divided into 3. That is direct material, direct labor and overheads. Here there is no need to divide it. All together it is given. So that part is over. Now finished goods remain in stock average 2 months. Finished goods, it is remain in stock for 2 months. Again finished goods also we are calculated on cost of goods sold. That is 1 crore 20 lakh into 85 by 100 into 2 by 12. So finished goods is also over. Now debtors. Debtors we have given 3 months period. Debtors are also calculated on cost of goods sold. That is 1 crore 20 lakh into 85 by 100 into 3 months time. That is 3 by 12. So we got debtors also. So direct material, work in progress, finished goods and debtors. All the 4 factors are there. You have to take the total of it. That is total current assets. Now we have to see current liabilities. As in this problem, nothing is mentioned regarding creditors repayment or outstanding expenses. There is no current liabilities at all. So current liabilities is 0. So current asset minus current liability, it is coming 61 lakh minus 0, 61 lakh. So the net working capital required is 61 lakh rupees. Understood? So here from the last problem, the difference is that material, labor and overheads, it is not given in per unit terms. It has to be calculated as percentage of sales. And the second one, work in progress, it is given as whole. It is not divided into divisions such as material, labor and overheads. Hope you can understand. Thank you.